Hi folks, welcome to another VR video. Today I'm using my MergeVR for the first time. The MergeVR headset was something I checked out at PAX South, and I really liked it, and I ended up finding one available locally through Craigslist, and picked it up. And the way I liken it to, I help someone contribute toward the purchase of their PSVR headset, so we both made out in the end. I find the MergeVR a bit more comfortable than the Daydream VR headset, and it also, on the Daydream View, my Pixel phone, the sides of the phone are very visible in the frame. In the MergeVR, they are not. MergeVR has two buttons on the top that can be used, very similar to the cardboard button on the Cardboard 2.0 headsets. There are a couple of titles that are available, I believe it's at startvr.com, that are designed specifically for that two-button combination. And the MergeVR team also have a controller coming out that's very similar to the Daydream View controller, but has a little bit more functionality. It's called a Moonshot. And they also have a Hollow Cube, which you detach. You'll see a panel, I think it's over here, that can be detached from the front of the MergeVR headset. That allows for some AR functionality, and the Hollow Cube is an AR cube that lets you actually experience some pretty cool features. I played through around 10 or 12 mini games. One was building and digging in Minecraft, essentially. One was playing Pac-Man, essentially. I say essentially because I don't think they have the copyrights to any of these titles, but they were very good tributes. There's also one with the human brain and human heart that you can kind of turn the cube and see things. It was a really cool experience. So I'm looking forward to the additional features, but for now I'm going to just use it as a Daydream headset, using my Daydream controller that came with the Daydream View. I've got a bunch of new Daydream titles that I have not tried. I'm going to play through a couple of them today, Agelore's Fantasy and Expo, but I'm probably going to end up playing a bunch of these in the near future just because so many developers have started releasing their titles. A lot of them for free or very, very inexpensive on the Google Play Store, since Google lifted the very limited developer portion for Daydream as a platform. So I'm really excited to experience some of these titles. I've played a couple that were pretty awful that I'm not going to make videos for, but let's see what these ones are like. So this first one is Agelore's Fantasy. I can see now it's free because it came up with the Made with Unity Personal Edition logo here. Anything made with Unity, in order to not have to pay a surcharge at this point, you have to give it away, basically. So let's try new game. Let's see what kind of game this is. Didn't get any instructions or anything. Maybe I'll just start shooting and see what happens. Oh, okay. So, I guess this is a wand-based wave shooter, maybe? Wave 1 completed. Alright, we'll try another wave. Now it's dark. Where are they? There's one. Okay. So they seem to just kind of float, and you just shoot them. I'm sure they start attacking. Okay, gold earned, high score, next wave. So now it's daytime again, slightly different locale. Assuming now, no, just still two. Okay. So the graphics are pretty fun. The gameplay is pretty basic. When you've got a game like Arc Slinger, which granted is not free, but it's got a fantastic story and slightly better play mechanics with definitely more varied enemies. These little orb blob guys are fun. It doesn't really feel violent because I'm shooting magic spells at little orb blob things, but alright, pro tip, hit the pause precisely. We're gonna not play further, but it looks like you can get upgrades. Let's just take a look. You can upgrade your health or damage. Not gonna do either of those things. But that was Agelore's Fantasy on Daydream. Next we're gonna try this game EXO, E-X-O. Kind of looks like a sci-fi spaceship game, so we'll see how close I was. You have landed on an abandoned planet, surrounded by ancient alien technology. Your mothership is sending down an Exo Mark II drone to help. The drone's magnetic attachment system allows the drone to pick up and drop objects. Automatic scanner can help discover hidden structures. Use the drone to reactivate the ancient technology. Alright. So there's my drone. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so it looks like I need to move that ball. I need to learn how to steer first. Let's try it this way. No, I think it is really. So flying the drone is cool, but I don't really know how to fly it. It looks fun. Let's take it out a bit. See what happens if we... So definitely the controller needs some work on this one. I'm going to hit this button to see, let's see, slide up to slow speed, slide up for high speed, click to drop object. Okay, I don't want to drop an object, I want to pick up an object. Let's see. Maybe if I land on the ball? There we go, okay. So I did click to put the ball on top here. Which I believe was the right thing to do. So what does this one say? Wants a ball too. Let's see, there's another ball over here. Let's see what happens if I land on top of it. Nope. Won't let me pick that up. It's a very, very difficult to maneuver drone. I can see the concept. It seems like a pretty cool concept, but it's basically unplayable right now on the Daydream platform, unfortunately, because it seems like a pretty cool idea. Try a couple more titles tonight. Let's try Frisbee Frolics. Again, the familiar Made with Unity Personal Edition. I'm assuming this is probably throwing frisbees. I might be wrong, but that's what it seems. Whoa. That's uncomfortable. I'm going to go ahead and close that. That flashing is probably not intentional. I'm going to try one more time. You will soon be on your own desert island. Use the frisbees to hit coconuts and fly through rings in the quickest time. And the fewest frisbees. Okay. Wow. And this is exactly what happens when you make a title and Google doesn't screen anymore. That is a definite not going to happen again for me. Again, glad it's free. Do not pick up Frisbee Frolics, at least in its current state. It's pretty much unplayable. Let's see what else we got that's new. Magnetique was new. Select a chapter. Okay, that sounds cool. It's like a comic book, maybe? Chapter 1 Prologue. It's either a comic book or an RPG, I'll say that.
My village was named
after
this beautiful flower, Violet. That day, I realized such frail flowers are not born to survive.
So I can move around. That's cool. So it is a 360 image.
That day we were betrayed by whom was supposed to help protect us. We were left to our doom. The evacuation is being slowed down, sir. Stop it. We're out of time to move everyone, and the planes won't be able to attack up here.
So it's interesting seeing the 360 drawing in this. It's definitely a slightly immersive comic book experience, but everything's still kind of flat around you, so it's a bit strange, actually. There's not a lot of depth, really no depth. It's kind of like you're looking at a cylinder. You're inside the cylinder and kind of spinning it for this particular interaction. Also, it seems like it just kind of is time sensitive here. There's not a go forward unless.
That day, the Civil War delivered a message. Death we won't forget.
I see. So swiping moves
That
forward.
day we were betrayed by whom was supposed to help. That day, the Civil War delivered a message. Death we won't forget.
You the farmer guy? Maybe you're a kid or something? I don't know.
I have to find Mom. Get away from the coast.
Kid.
We'll meet again.
So again, it's an interesting concept, but it being all flat, I really wish there was more depth in these scenes, because it's really like just a wraparound comic book image. It's not super immersive.
That day was the day
Whoops.
I lost everything.
And swiping
The day I lost everything. I
tends
have
to
find
go
Mom.
in whatever direction it feels like.
26 when I saw Violet burning together with its violets. My family was the most happy of the most beautiful village of the coast. One day I'll get back that beauty. Violet will be reborn from its ashes. I swear.
So he's moving further away from the island, but again, nothing too impressive. Impressive for a tech demo, and it's free. I'm going to skip Chapter 2. I think we've seen enough of this particular title, but this is Magnetique. And it's not horrible. I'd recommend checking it out, but it's not super immersive. It's very, very flat, is how I would describe it. Let's see what else I got. Let's see. I tried Oz Chicken Slayer earlier. It is also just a wave shooter with a shotgun where you're trying to kill zombie chickens. It's very similar to that first game that I tried out here. Let's try this VR water bottle flip. I'm assuming it's going to be very generic. I'm hoping it's not as bad as Frisbee Frolic. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Flipping a water bottle. No score. No directions. Just flipping a water bottle. Gonna pass on that one. It's another one that I would say definitely not needed in my VR library. Let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, Wizard Stole My Goose. This sounded interesting. It's probably not, but let's give it a shot. Ah yes, Unity Personal Edition. Judging by the graphics, this is going to be really bad probably. Oh, at least there's a story. Once upon a time there was a farmer who loved his goose. Hello, farmer who loves his goose. This was no ordinary goose. It laid eggs of pure gold. Then one dreaded night an evil wizard came and stole the goose. I would too. He dropped his magical talisman of teleportation. The farmer knew what must be done. He would get his goose back at any cost. Alright. With the cursor in the panel to select it. Swipe the trackpad, right or left to rotate. And then launch the teleport orb. Okay. Okay, so let's try that. I think that's where we're supposed to go? Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of a puzzle game. Except now I have to turn all the way around for the second level here. That teleports us there. Click the doorway to continue to the next level. And the doorway is behind us, of course. Teleporting without correctly calibrating the number of bounces may result in falling to your death. No worries. I don't mind falling to my death. Interesting game. Can't really play it without a swivel chair. Definitely an intriguing concept. It seems like a good puzzle game, similar to games I played on the Vive like Bounce or GravLab or Light Repair Team. So of the ones I've played today, I would say I would absolutely recommend checking out Wizard Stole My Goose. That one was pretty fun. I would say absolutely at all costs avoid Frisbee Frolics in its current state. Magnetique is pretty cool. Not, again, something that I feel really lends itself well to VR. I think Expo needs some work. And Agelore's Fantasy is a little too generic for me when I've got something right next to it like the Arc Slinger. Hope you've enjoyed today's quick run through a bunch of Daydream videos. I'll be back with more content soon. If you can, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself, and I'll see you next time.